probably all move to Adroit Bombasticast too.
User left your channel. User left your channel. You were moved. User was moved to your channel. User joined your channel.
Okay, cool. So we're getting underway, which is good.
Okay. I'm coming through now.
Yeah, you are.
Well, I mean I'm coming through in live stream. I wasn't before.
Wait, you're picking up in Mitchell's now too when you speak.
Oh my god.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yes,
No,
I am.
no, he's not.
Yeah, he is sometimes.
I most certainly am, buddy.
Oh.
I don't want to do a lot of editing, so hello and welcome to Adroit Bombasticast episode 8.
Wait, we're already starting?
Well, it's been live since you were talking about us needing to move to this room.
God damn it. Well, this is a really good way to start off a podcast.
It always is, because we were just shooting the shit beforehand.
Okay, so this is podcast number 8. I'm Jake.
I'm Kyle. You know, I think I might...
I'm Mitchell.
Okay, there you go.
Special guest Mitchell.
We have Aaron and Trevor here too, but they're a little radio
Well,
silent
no,
right
I'm
now.
here. I didn't want to get caught in the clusterfuck of introductions.
It is normally a
Oh,
clusterfuck.
Yeah, pretty much. Our whole podcast is pretty much a clusterfuck if you ask me.
Okay, so I just need to open up some... I'm going to open up my asbestos thing down there.
Anyway, so...
This, then that. Okay, cool. So now we can see who's talking in the live stream down at the bottom.
Okay, so I do believe we should talk about something, because I had a thought earlier today, and it kind of dawned on me when I was sitting outside. We've been talking about Kickstarter a lot lately, and
Yes.
And personally, my personal thought on Kickstarter is like the classy way of begging.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, because like now that I'm in LA, I see homeless people all the time, and it's so easy to ignore them. But that's a totally different topic. But like I feel like Kickstarter is just really an anonymous way to beg to people to give you money. It's kind of like the classier way to do it.
Yeah, that's pretty much all it is.
Considering some of the projects that you see on there, if you really dig, yeah.
I can only imagine some of the stuff that's on Kickstarter.
Like, there's some stuff that's really nice that I donated to because I've gotten really nice stuff out of it. But
really, you've actually donated to Kickstarter stuff?
Yeah, I got a card game through Kickstarter. I got two games through Kickstarter.
I have a guy that I'm friends with through YouTube that makes music. He started a Kickstarter to be able to go do his first major recording session on it, and half of the proceeds went to saving great white sharks.
And so he actually made his Kickstarter and everything? Like everything got underway and everything was...
I think the second time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
See, Indiegogo is way better if you're trying to do something important. Because Indiegogo will actually give you most of the money you make.
If you don't make it to the point, right?
Yeah, and Indiegogo is much easier about letting you do stuff. I tried to set up a Kickstarter for our game that we were doing. It took about 45 minutes of going through rigorous questioning, and then we got denied because in the Kickstarter description I said we need money to buy the program so we can get underway making the game. And I got an actual written message saying, well, you can't even put up a Kickstarter unless you have any work to show.
Really?
Yeah, we can't show work when we don't have a program to do the work with. And I messaged back the guy a few times, and it ultimately ended in me not wanting to use Kickstarter anymore for projects.
So I wonder if, I'm going to plug myself, Stranger Jake, if I...
Your name is right there, so...
like if I started a Kickstarter...
Oh, shit. I didn't...
Like, and I could show for my music and be like, hey, man, if you got to fund me, I'll, like, give you a free copy of, like, this when I complete it.
That's what you do.
But yeah, that is typically what most people do. They'll give you... Like, some people are like, oh, we'll give you a free song, and then the next amount of money up that they set, the next goal that you can donate, like say it's $20 for the second goal, you get the whole CD.
If you have your own
$30,
like personal website,
get a local, like if you're nearby, you get to, we go out and eat and talk about it and everything and blah 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 blah. Like it's just stuff like that.
they'll
Like,
make
So
like a page on like their personal website of like highlighting contributors and stuff like that, and you'll just add them to that list and that kind of thing.
You know what? I'd hate to say this over the podcast, but I could totally cheat Kickstarter because when in my school right now, like in a couple of months, I'll be able to rent the studios. And like if I started Kickstarter, like, oh, I need this money so I can get into the studios, I could just be like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna use the school studios and like kind of not pocket the money, but use it for like other equipment and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Well, you see, if you were like that, you would just say that you need the money for equipment, and most stupid people would be like, oh, here, take my fucking money. I want a free CD. I don't even know what the music sounds like, but I want a CD.
Well, see, that's why you would probably like put up like a nice demo reel of everything. And
Yeah, but
then,
people are stupid, and there's a lot of
There
hipsters
are
that will
some
just
people
donate to
that can
stuff
allow shit.
because. So, you don't even need
my
to worry.
uncle,
Hmm?
he just goes on. My uncle just goes on there sometimes and donates shit.
Really?
Yeah. Got a lot of
Can-
random
I wonder-
CDs and shirts and stuff.
I wonder if you can use that as a tax write-off.
For some things, yes.
No, like actually, that's actually a serious question. Like Kickstarter, like if you donate for like I don't even know, like
Up to a certain
Save
amount, and for
bills.
certain things, you can use them for tax write-offs.
oh, that's interesting.
You could use it. Couldn't you use buying shit on Humble Bundle as a write-off?
If you donate most of it to the charity, then yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you put it 0 to Humble and like maybe 10% to the developers and then the rest to charity, you could write the charity off. But only the percentage that went to charity.
I mean, I can't write shit off on my taxes because I'm still in the fucking EZ form. I mean, I can't write shit off. I basically get almost my entire check back after I've worked. So until like I start going into like the more difficult forms, then I can start writing stuff off like that.
Like every time I go down to a convention, everything I spend is a tax write-off because the whole convention pays all of its profit to charity. So any money I spend down at one is a tax write-off. It's amazing.
Except for Artist Alley, because that's not all for charity, that's for the people.
Yeah,
that
but
make
it's part of
it.
the convention, and I don't have to specify where the money went. So shut up.
I like how this whole time I've just been eating.
Well, as long as you're
I
not
couldn't even-
smacking your fucking lips, it doesn't matter.
I'm not Tyler Ellis, I don't do that.
As long as you're not us on the first podcast 0 where we were all drinking incredibly loudly. Because
Yeah, we were.
Or when I made you guys French toast. In
yeah,
2?
but you see, we weren't drinking very loudly. Jake's mic was super fucking sensitive, and when we drink, we'd hear over fucking the entire podcast.
Which you just did just now.
Yeah, but I did that on purpose.
Porpoise.
Yes, on purpose.
Anyways,
I feel
segue.
I feel like we need to plug something really quick though, because
Paula
this
Deen.
is something. Yes, bastard! Damn it! It has to happen. We have to mention her at some point in every podcast now. It's gonna be that way. It's a theme.
We need to try and get Paula Deen to come on to our low-end podcast that no one even knows about and just talk.
I'll tell you what. What if one day for some reason this podcast got big? Then we would literally have to do that. That was our shtick. Was like Paula Deen. Every time we mention her in some way. But
No, but you know what? We're a tiny podcast that we have 2 viewers maybe.
No, this one you're gonna have 1 comment.
You'll still watch it. You know you will.
No, I won't.
You went through and were listening to all of them. Shut up.
And the only reason, mainly, isn't to listen to your nonsense, it's so I can like it and it goes immediately, shares through Twitter, so that everybody on there sees it.
How many followers do you have on Twitter, Mitchell?
Enough.
I don't have any followers on Twitter, and it's terrible. I'm always
I've got-
retweet, follow back.
I've got 12, maybe.
Oh, well,
I
That's
hope
enough
I
for
don't
me.
even have 1 follower.
I've got.
I think
more
I
than
do.
you.
I think I
Technically,
follow
I've only
you,
got
Kyle.
22 though.
Well, I know Heather will watch this because Heather's our one true fan that always watches our nonsense.
Yeah, I'll just like hit her up, like I'll be like, hey, we're doing a podcast. Like,
I just posted it on Facebook a few minutes ago. If anyone wants to go reblog that, so we can, spread the word since we have different friend groups.
I'm not playing any Xbox.
But yeah, no, Jake, we're super tiny. No one really knows about us. If we got Paula Dean on our podcast, I bet we'd get big really fast.
if we got anybody okay, so here's the thing. Honestly, if we were gonna be like a more professional podcast, we would all have to like invest in like mics.
I've got a really good set of Turtle Beaches, so
okay.
As do I.
Okay, but see, you would need.
You mean like
professional
actual
mic.
boom mics with
Yes.
like the covers and everything?
I mean, like we don't have to be next to each other while we do it, but we need like the shake thing, so like you don't hear any like the movement in the stem and everything like that. And you would need an in and out into your computer, and you would need like FL Studio to equalize it so your voice doesn't sound like shit, basically, or basically any way to like in or out your microphone and like make it sound better and get rid of the high pass and stuff like that. So I mean that's if we wanted to be really professional. But I enjoy listening to us the way we are, but whatever.
I mean,
we're semi-professional.
Because I just realized I'm sitting next to an open window with the road right there, so
I can't hear it.
my headset can pick that up.
The only
sorry.
background noise I can hear is Kyle's fan, and that's not even that noticeable.
God damn it! I can turn it off, or I can just turn my mic.
I can shut my window, but I'll get cooked alive in my room.
I like how
That's
when you
not
said
a
that a
joke.
car drove by.
Yeah. No, that's honestly not a joke. That's dead serious.
I know. I've been in your room. It was worse because your window was closed and there were 5 people in your room, and we almost died.
God, it's fucking awful. Never again. There is an occupancy limit in my room now.
Sounds like a good rule to have.
Oh no, I'm not wearing a historic shirt, and I'm super unlucky because of it.
So,
Wow, Jake, that was quick of me and you in a minute to share that post.
Yeah, right. I was like, as soon as you said it, I was like, Facebook, do it.
Yeah.
so guess what's up for $700 now? Because I sold it up for $650 before.
Oh, which one?
My old place.
Your old place?
Yeah, they want $700 a month for it.
That's not worth
Really?
700.
Yeah, it wasn't worth $600 when I had it.
Oh, that's what I got sent. I forgot it was Kyle for my icon for TeamSpeak.
Jake.
Yes.
Well, seeing a news article here. Apparently, the World Health Organization is trying to work in bans or at least suppressing the spread of e-cigarettes.
Everybody is on about e-cigarettes right now, and like I can, I can't remember the name of the oil, but it's like a vegetable something that they use in there that they think could be bad, but when it all comes down to it, it doesn't equate to like. I feel like you can't compare it to is it worse than a cigarette or is it better for a cigarette, because it's kind of like its own separate thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, the difference is you can char your lungs from the inside out with a cigarette, or you can drown with an e-cigarette. The choice is yours.
Yeah, but it does take a very long time for it to move to like pneumonia and stuff like that. So
Matt went through 6 or 7 cartridges
well, that's
in a
because
week.
he's smoking too fast. That's too much. It's moderation. Everybody has a problem with moderation.
I was
going
to say no one has moderation, so your argument is null. I don't think I know anyone that is able to moderate themselves well. Except
I
maybe
want to meet the person who fucking buys groceries and eats everything by the serving size. Because seriously, get a load of this. I was eating ramen, and I looked at the back of the ramen, and I shit you not, a half of a ramen is a serving.
I
It's
know.
all the sodium. It's pure sodium.
Who the fuck eats half a ramen?
And then puts it away.
Yeah, I want to meet that
Yeah.
fucking person.
Okay,
Like-
my bad, Jake. Since I was so inactive on Twitter for so long, I have 11 now.
Oh,
Yes.
Someone unfollowed you on Twitter.
Yes.
Oh, you're probably so heartbroken, aren't you, over that one follower?
Yes. Oh, God damn it, I keep falling down in Animal Crossing.
Alright, so
Oh my god, are you really playing Animal Crossing right now?
It's quiet.
people are also,
I could have been playing Nintendogs.
That's true.
because
So
they
let me tell you
they
what I
heard about
accidentally
this,
just
they're
shared
putting,
with you guys.
everybody's organizing a open letter where they're going to send arguing
Oh my god.
against it.
Oh,
Against
this
them
is the
putting any,
e-cigarettes?
like, legislation against it, yeah.
I don't know why people are in such a fuss about it, though.
The letter says
I
these
mean,
products could be among the most
Because there's
significant
no
health
companies that,
innovations of the
like,
21st
step
century.
on baby spines. So they
Wait,
can...
Perhaps
What was that
saving
again?
hundreds of millions of lives. If regulators treat low-risk nicotine products as traditional tobacco products, they are improperly defining them as part of the problem. Regulators should avoid support for measures that could have the perverse effect of prolonging cigarette consumption. We are deeply concerned that the classification of these products as tobacco will do more harm than good.
But you know what? Okay.
We
I
are
see
deeply
exactly
concerned.
I see what they're saying, but I feel like they shouldn't give a shit. Because, you know, if I want to put something in my body, I'm going to put something in my body and do it, you know? Or if, you know, Joe Schmo wants to, you know, smoke an e-cig, and then the guy next door to like him smokes a cigarette, they're probably going to be like, okay, it's not the same thing, but who cares? I want to do it because I want to do it.
You could make the
I don't
same
know.
argument for medicinal heroin users, Jake.
Medicinal heroin users, yeah, you could, but
I forget what country it is in South America, but they pretty much have every drug legalized, and
Holy shit, I have 20 followers on Twitter.
there was
Sorry.
no adverse effect, because it wasn't like everybody started just doing things. It became one of the things where a lot of their drug crime disappeared because there was no sort of black market for any of the stuff. And the people who didn't care or give a shit about doing any type of drug didn't do it. And the
Yeah,
people who
exactly.
wanted to immediately started doing it and then saw the repercussions of it. And so a lot of people treat it as a lesson learned or something that people can witness the effects of for themselves. When
Crack,
people
go down to your
start
local
laying around
crack
in the streets
distributor.
after having taken heroin, and you're like, well, I don't want to be that person.
I mean, because I've seen firsthand drugs ruin people's lives, and like from that age, I went, okay, well, I'm not going to be a dumbass, so
Yeah, tell me about it.
I was going to say, Jake, you better say your words carefully,
Why?
because I know where he is. He said,
What?
I've seen drugs.
well, I haven't seen. Oh, I mean, the amount of people who smoke pot out here is just absolutely heinous. But,
I was referring to
Yeah.
hard drugs.
oh,
but-
well, come on. There's a pot shop, or I'm sorry, a pharmacy on every corner. And you know they're and you know they're pot stores because they have the little green plus on the top of the building.
Really.
Yep.
That's actually pretty funny.
I know they open
Every corner.
I know that it pretty much is on freaking every corner down out there too. And then your
Oh my God,
prescription
pot is the new
I
Starbucks.
walk in and say, I have anxiety.
Do you have a prescription? No.
Yeah.
Well, here you go.
No, you do actually have to get a card to pay it, but they pretty much will hand them out like candy.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, I have anxiety. Here you go. I have depression. Here you go. I can't shit. Here you go. Like, it's serious.
I
mean,
have
if
this
you want it,
problem.
you'll get
Care to elaborate? No. Well, here's your medical marijuana. Thanks.
It's
That's-
only, and there's only been very small occasions where it's actually, well, there's certain cases where it's actually been good for somebody to do it, and it's worked against other drugs and other treatments, but not for everybody's tiny little fake issue.
I stubbed
course.
my
But
toe. Oh my
I-
God, get this man some marijuana.
I don't think people understand, though. It's not the smoking pot is what's doing it. It's the oils that are in the actual, you know, everything is what is the medical usage for
Yeah.
cannabis. It's not smoking it, it's the oils that come from it that actually have the medical things that help. I researched government websites on
Use your words, Jake.
4 hours the other day, and I was reading about effects of smoking and getting behind the wheel of a car, and because I started searching those because I was really pissed off about some of the stuff that people are saying when I posted that very controversial topic.
Let's talk about that. I don't know what it's about, so I want to know.
Did you really not see? Did you not see this, Mitchell? Let me see if I can find it on my Facebook. I posted a really controversial thing on Facebook about smoking pot. It's probably going to take me a moment to find this.
He basically compared it to being
texting and driving.
Yeah, the same amount of distraction.
I remember that.
And the same amount of impairment.
Okay, I do remember hearing about that.
Mm-hmm. How far down was it? Does anybody remember how far down it was on when I posted it?
Oh Jesus, Jake, that was forever.
Did you take it down or did you keep it up?
No, I kept that shit up.
He's not certain people who like to just erase the
Colleen.
like to erase the fact that they were having an argument. Or that there was even a discussion on something.
You know what? That wasn't even an argument. That was common fucking sense.
Yeah.
Are you
okay, so
me?
I'm gathering the point that I missed so very much in the last few months that I hadn't been around.
What's that?
Apparently I've missed so very much those few months that I wasn't around.
Oh.
Oh, you're just scrolling through Facebook, aren't you?
Yeah.
I try to avoid Facebook unless I'm posting a new song or whatnot up on Facebook. That's about the only time I really try to Facebook.
I'll go on, scroll down, read a couple things, get off.
The only time I use Facebook is to post links to people, honestly.
Yeah, I noticed that's what you use Facebook for.
I was gonna say there's been a few occasions where those 2 things that I sent you, Kyle, and then that was about it.
Yeah, no, I'm not seeing this, Jake.
Oh, okay, I found it. Okay, here it is. How come so many people are okay, this is a direct quote from what I said. Okay, how come so many people are crazy about legalizing pot? I feel like everybody is just crazy about it. I mean, I feel like it is I feel like it was made illegal for a reason, and I understand that it may have medical benefits, but if you don't, or it just don't get, or I just don't get it, I'm sorry, that was a typo. In LA, the prices, I'm sorry, I really did make a lot of typos here. In LA, the price for getting caught with texting and driving is astronomical for such a small thing, or for such a little thing. I'd say texting and driving is pretty much illegal, but everybody does it anyway, kind of like smoking pot. But I'm sure anybody who reads this, who smokes, will probably be like, you can't compare smoking and texting and driving, which some people did do that, by the way. But I think I'm going to start a campaign, legalize texting and driving, because why not? It's not like it's hurting anybody, just like people who are high getting and driving. I said sarcastically. And
so, what was the public backlash? I'm quite interested.
But that last part was supposed to say it all. I said sarcastically, but obviously nobody read that. I don't know. I'm not going to name people, but some people they got like what the fuck are you talking about? And they're like, okay, I can understand. But then some people just wouldn't listen. Mm-hmm. It was just basically whatever they wanted to hear. And it is basically all I was saying is you shouldn't smoke and drive because there's potential it can hurt somebody, and it's and I compared it to drinking and driving, and apparently just some people don't want that to be compared like that.
Drinking and driving or texting and driving?
All of them, basically. I compared smoking pot, getting behind the wheel of a car, to texting and driving and drinking and driving.
I don't disagree.
Yeah, but...
if we had another follower, we probably just lost them.
What?
I don't know. I'm saying if we had another follower that wasn't Heather or you, we probably lost them.
Save the whales! We just got 2 more.
Oh yeah? Well, PETA, we just lost a few.
Well, I want everyone that's a member of PETA to die and be turned into hamburgers so I can eat them, but, you know. There, we
Yeah,
now
that
have
does
lost
sound
all
like
of our
a good idea.
PETA followers.
Does sound like a good idea. Feast on the munchy, delicious, crunchy flesh.
Okay, that's kind of disgusting.
Who wants to go to PETA's headquarters and throw hamburgers at them with me?
No, let's throw sea kittens.
So does PETA not believe in like eating cows and stuff at all?
I assume not. I don't know.
Like,
I'm not a devout PETA follower. Research it if you're interested.
well, I'm not interested. I'm just kind of like, curious, you know.
If you're
like,
curious, you're interested. So you have Google, and if I pull up Google, it'll break the stream. So you do it.
Basically, because the way that they're farmed, or the way that they are farmed in some cases and in some countries, depending on how people's laws for, you know, animal keeping is. Basically, if you stick them in a pen, or if you have them sitting in pens getting milked or something like that, people from PETA will basically call you Hitler.
So if you keep animals like our ancient ancestors did, you're a horrible Nazi.
Yeah. Well, no, they'll support
While
that
their
kind of stuff.
slogan is
Like
animals
the
are
actually,
not ours to eat, so I'd figure that they don't eat meat.
the whole idea of, oh yeah, you leave them out in free land and let them frolic and do as cows do, which is stand around and eat grass.
And then murder them when you
Okay.
need them.
Well, right here's the answer to your question.
Jake.
It also campaigns against eating meat, fishing, the killing of animals regarded as pets, the keeping of chained backyard dogs, cockfighting, dogfighting, and bullfighting.
People bullfight
So,
still?
Man,
are you talking about like the Spanish guys with the?
I don't know,
What are
I'd have
those-
to
what are
click
they?
what their hyperlink is. Yeah.
Okay. Why? You're having it run at you. You're putting people more in danger than you are animals.
no, have you?
No,
do you know how
animals
bullfighting
can get
works?
hurt really easy.
Yeah, they
You're armed with, is it a knife, I believe, or a nice long dagger?
I have no idea.
And the
Last
purpose.
time I saw bullfighting, the guy had a whip, and he had to try and lasso,
and-
basically
in
lasso the thing
traditional
before he got murdered.
Spanish bullfighting, it's literal fighting. Like, the reason you're getting it to go past you is to make lunges at it.
And think about
And the
it this
goal
way,
is
too,
to get it down to the point where you finish
Where
it, or it
collapses on
finishes you.
itself.
Yeah, and it's
I
they-
must
they
have seen some
torment-
pussy Americanized version of bullfighting then.
They torment the shit
Yeah.
out of the bull before it too. Like they basically
Yeah.
piss it off.
Well, how else do you get it to charge in a blood rage?
Considering red isn't linked to that, it's the motion.
Tying its balls down with a giant ass rubber band.
That's just how you get it to not fuck other bulls, or whatever you call female.
No, that's
bovine.
one of the ways they do. That's one of the ways they do to aggravate it.
They castrate them to make them angry.
Basically, yeah.
I mean, I'd be pretty damn pissed off if someone cut my balls off, so I understand that.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure we'd all
Well,
be
this
pretty
stream
angry.
just went completely south.
Well, that's
know,
okay.
this
It
is
was
a
random
good discussion.
Weird topics. Yeah, these random weird topics are the funny ones.
Oh my god, I need to link everything in the last podcast because I didn't do it yet. It's been
What do you mean?
months.
like, everything?
I didn't link anything. Like, I didn't write down anything. I just posted it. And I told myself, I'll do that later, and then I didn't.
And then none of us ever do. I said I was going to do that for like the first 4.
I did it for the first one.
This sucks. No, I did the first one. I did the link dump for the first one, and then you did it for another one, and then I just went, this sucks. Somebody else can freaking do it because I'm
Well,
not
here,
doing it
hang
anymore. Like I was like, if I'm editing it and I'm like putting it up, you guys can do that part.
But now I'm editing it, and I still told myself, I'll do the link dump. Nope, I changed my mind.
Like, yeah, exactly. That's exactly where I was.
I could find.
Mitchell, you listen to all of them. You do the link dumps. Every
Beat
single
a
thing we
big-
mention, I need you to write down in the description.
Or basically, you know what we should do? Like, one of us, while we're talking, should just, be looking stuff up that we're
True.
talking about and just, like, put it in a Word document or a notepad and just, the
You
link.
see, that's what Aaron said he was going to do one time. He said he was going to just write it down on paper, and then that didn't work because that's really hard to do.
I don't remember
I gotcha.
having done that, but okay.
You said you'd do it for like the third one, and then you didn't because it's bullshit to do anyway.
I said I was going to do that. That was me.
Oh.
But I didn't do it because I didn't want to, because I was like, because I didn't want to get distracted while looking stuff up and talking, basically. Oh, we could have Trevor do it since he's not talking.
Oh yeah, Trevor hasn't even like said hi.
Yeah. I mentioned he was in the podcast, but he hasn't said anything. I think he said he was going somewhere or doing something. I don't remember.
Whatever.
Or like going outside.
Has anyone actually looked at the podcast to make sure we are streaming? Because we've been talking for like 30 minutes now.
I've gotten a couple of text messages from people saying that they're listening, actually.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome.
Apparently we have 4 listeners.
Where's
Oh.
Oh, did Trevor just come back?
I don't know.
Here, guys, I'm starting to just dump all these links into what we were talking about that I have, which is only 2, into a sticky note.
Can I even fucking like check the podcast? Yes, there it is. Silence! No silence. Start talking about something. Yes.
Okay, so this is my first, our first podcast with me being out in California, so that's cool.
So what's being out in California like?
I love it out here.
I assume it's pretty terrible. It's California.
It's, beautiful weather all the time, no rain, earthquakes. You gotta love those. Yeah.
I kind of disagree, but at the same time, I haven't been there.
But you know what?
Oh, we had an earthquake once.
Yeah, it was. Well, we didn't have it. Like the epicenter was in Virginia.
Yeah, but we felt it.
Yeah, everybody's like,
It was
my
like
God,
some ridiculous little one, wasn't it?
No, it's actually a pretty big earthquake. I think it was like a 6-something on the Richter scale. Like, it was a pretty big earthquake.
Really?
Me and Dave were up at the shop with my dad, and we literally felt like the ground... Like, you know how an Xbox controller vibrating feels?
Yeah.
Well, just imagine feeling that through your feet, and we were like, what the hell is that? And then we went about talking, and then like an hour later, people were like, there's an earthquake, did you feel it?
All I remember about that is I was sitting there and then got home and everybody was like, did you feel the earthquake? And I had no idea what the hell anybody was talking about.
Yeah, you know what? I was sitting on Xbox with Trevor. I remember exactly what happened. I was sitting there and we were playing a game, and like, you know, we're just talking. Suddenly I get like a phone call from I think my aunt called me, and he's like, did you feel that? And I was like, what are you talking about? We just had an earthquake. I was like, we did?
Are you crazy?
I did. Yeah, seriously, and I had no idea, and like I got 3 more calls. Oh my God, earthquake! I'm like, it's like I didn't feel anything, and nothing fell over. But seriously, earthquakes like that we get here like a bunch. Like it's just normal. It's seriously normal. There was I think 2 weeks ago there was another earthquake in downtown LA, and everybody was like, oh okay, earthquake, whatever. And the one we were all sitting around, and we were literally just sitting there, and like. You know when you have a bowl of Jell-O and you shake it, like what it looks like on the top?
Yes.
That's what it felt like. Like, it's a really weird way to explain it, but it just felt like it was like a waving underneath your feet, and we're all looking at each other like, what is that? And we're like, oh, it's probably an earthquake. It was that was weird. Like, it was a really bizarre feeling.
That's probably just an earthquake.
And basically, that's how people deal with it out here. Like, there's an earthquake, you stop your car, and you just wait till it's over. I mean, until the one of the San Andreas faults fucking... And then it's probably going to be bad.
Well, I hope it breaks while you're still out there, so, you know, California will just stop being part of the United States, because that would be wonderful.
Here, Kyle, I'm going to drop those 2 links into the
it's going to make a horrible noise when you paste them.
No? So don't do it? Just
Do you hope that Jake gets broken off and sent out with California to somewhere else?
I just hope it's not part of the U.S. anymore. I don't care if Jake comes back. I mean,
California is such an awesome state. What the hell are you talking about?
I disagree with you wholeheartedly. Don't huff at me.
I'm gonna huff and fucking puff all I goddamn want.
Hey, Jake, do you have a 3DS yet?
No, I want to get one when I can afford it.
You should
get one so we can play Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing?
Aminal.
Aminal.
Yes.
Animal Crossing. I would love to get the new Animal Crossing. That game seems like so much fun.
It is. I mean, I'd say
and
let's
then
just play
you
the
can
old
get,
one, but Nintendo
earlier
fucking
stuff.
disabled their servers, so we can't play it over live anymore. Or over the internet.
That sucks.
No, they discontinued them for anything before the 3DS or the Wii U.
Yeah. But you still get Netflix on your old devices. 'Cause, like, you know,
That's a plus, I suppose.
I don't pay for Netflix,
That's
so it's not a plus.
Well, actually, it is a plus because on the 3DSs and stuff, watching Netflix on those doesn't count as a device towards your limit.
Ah.
So, like, if you're at the limit, you can just throw it on your 3DS and you can watch it on there.
Wait, there's
What do
a
you mean?
Limit to how many devices you can have Netflix on?
Yeah, like when we all shared at Tyler's, Kyle. Remember how you would get the message like unable to watch too many accounts in use or something?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the limit to the amount of devices using it all at once. I think you can have as many as you want on your thing itself, but you can't have them all running at the same time.
Gotcha. That
But
makes
the
sense.
3DS doesn't count against it.
Oh, well, that's cool.
I can imagine that kills the battery super fast in the 3DS, though.
My 3DS has literally been plugged in since I got my other 3DS. Because I know it destroys battery to have it always plugged in, but it literally sits next to my bed. That's it.
So can we talk about something really quick?
Sure.
Skrillex is apparently the number 2 DJ or artist, like electronic artist in like the fucking world.
Okay.
Really?
That just
Why?
kind of like bothers me a little bit.
Why?
Because it's Skrillex.
Oh, they made fun of... Who's that guy you like?
Deadmau5.
Deadmau5. He was basically a bad guy in that new game that just came out. Watch Dogs. I beat it already.
Wait, what? How they do? What do you mean they made fun of him?
He's a bad guy, basically. There's a DJ hacker that his name's Default, but he wears a rat mask and he refers to himself as the Rat all the time.
Oh,
It's pretty
I
funny.
see.
I mean, annoyingly, he's a bad guy.
That was like how when I was watching Wreck-It Ralph, they used Skrillex in there.
Did they?
So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to get rid of all these dogs in Nintendogs because it's someone else's account.
Wait, are
You
we
know,
just
you
all
can just
playing on
res-
DSs?
You know, you can just restart the game, Kyle. You have to like press all the buttons down, like the LR and all like the A, B, X, Y buttons, and it'll reset the game.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to do it at the title screen.
There's
you
no
can
title
just-
screen. It dropped me
you
right
can
into the
just-
game.
Yeah, when like the loading screen.
That's so hard to do on a 3DS.
Or you could just sell all the dogs and basically start over, and you'll have like all the trainer points and shit like that. Because presumably they have a bunch of trainer points already, so.
I don't know. Thank you for telling me that, though. I'm gonna just try and restart. I think I did it.
Okay, we need to segue because this is.
What's wrong with Nintendogs?
It's not fun. I'm sorry.
I just got it.
It's more like just
Well,
a
we can
standard
talk about
discussion. Like
Bravely
you guys
Default.
just.
Okay,
I was like.
the game came out.
I was talking about Skrillex and stuff, and then you're like Nintendogs.
Well, the game came out in 2005, and I just bought it for $10.
After
Wow,
we
oh
spent,
my god.
like 35 minutes looking through all the used DS games in sleeves.
It's funny because I got Perfect Dark Zero, the special edition, in the like tin case for $1.70
$2
plus tax.
And then
Then I paid
got
$10
New
for an old
Vegas,
DS game.
Condemned Criminal Origins, Condemned 2, and Brink for $17.
Because shitty games are fun. I mean, none of those games are particularly shitty.
Eh.
I'm getting my butt kicked in this freaking place. Oh god.
Well, if we're gonna talk about games, can we talk about like updated things? Like, has anybody played anything good lately?
I played the crap out of and beat Watch Dogs. If you want me to talk about that, I'm more than welcome to. I mean, as long as you guys don't mind spoilers. No one.
Yeah, I lied. I don't want spoilers.
You say no one in the live stream is saying no spoilers. So.
I'm
Well,
saying
I
spoilers.
don't particularly care about watchdogs.
Okay, I can just donate my dogs.
But-
Cool.
But I'm pretty excited that all that new Grand Theft Auto stuff came out. I don't know about you guys.
Oh, what came out?
The couple of was it like a week ago? All that.
Yeah.
Oh, all
The
that.
what was the name of that pack?
High Life.
High Life.
Or not High Life. Is it
Yeah.
High Life? Yeah.
Yeah.
They really, really need to release heisting sometime soon because like we have been
They're
wanting
not
that
gonna.
since the game. I know it's gonna be another year until that shit comes out.
It's gonna. You know, when they said it's gonna come out early, whatever. What year was it that the game came out?
It was supposed to come out early this year, so basically
Early 2014. Well,
yes.
they just said early 14, right? So they probably meant 21-14. They just didn't tell us.
You know what? It wouldn't surprise me because well, it's. You know, I'm really curious about what they can do with that game. Can we talk about that really quick? Like the stuff we think they could probably do with that game because let's look at the timeline from Grand Theft Auto 4 to Grand Theft Auto 5. It was
6 months.
5 years.
Oh, was it? I thought it was a couple months.
No, it was 5 years from Grand Theft Auto 4 to Grand Theft Auto 5.
You're right.
And like,
Oh no, I couldn't really get into either one of them.
Really?
The only Grand Theft Auto I ever really had fun with was Vice City on the PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
That one
And
wasn't,
that
to
one-
me, that one
Yeah, I
wasn't
know,
even
that
that
one was-
good.
That was
That
my
one was
favorite. That
awful.
one and 3 were the only ones
That
I
one,
played.
Vice City was kind of bad. It was pretty awful, I must admit. But it was
I played quite a
it
bit
was
of
one
Vice
of the more
City,
fun games that I could play on PlayStation 2.
and I wasn't even doing anything actually in the game. It was me just running around, just doing random shit.
It was just running around
To
doing
see-
whatever you want, seeing how long you can live with the cops on you.
It's what we do in
That's-
the new game.
But see, that's what I like about. I like San Andreas a lot because I like
Yeah.
I
the
couldn't
map.
play as that black dude.
Oh my god, let's not start.
No, just
Um,
him as a character, I couldn't stand. Not because he was a black guy, but him as a character.
He was a better character than some of the rest of the people in that game.
I like
The
Tony,
only thing
whatever.
I really
from-
liked about San Andreas was getting the bike and then using the super hops on the bike cheat, where you could just
Oh,
fly
that was
over the
That was so
bridges.
much fun.
Ugh.
I see. Okay, well that leads me to my next point with GTA 5. I wish they would add onto the map. I wish they would add Las Ventura, which is I think Las Vegas, right? And then
Mhm.
San Fernando, which would be Golden Gate Bridge one. San Francisco.
The old gay bridge one.
No, the Golden Gate Bridge one.
Oh, I thought you said
That's-
old gay bridge one.
No, oh my god, no. No, the Golden Gate Bridge one.
Oh
Alright.
my god.
Yeah.
Well, you could still use it as a descriptor for that, but yeah.
I suppose.
But how would they, write off they're just happening to have a few cities breach the ocean and appear there?
They don't have to write it off. I mean, like any game adds a map on. They just add it there and, say, okay, here you
And then
go.
That was
everybody
there
just
the whole
kinda
time. It was
accepts
just under a cloaking device.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember, I think it was Midnight Club Los Angeles. There was like a really big add-on. It was South Central. And like before it was South Central, it was like over, like, there was all these highways and you could drive underneath like this construction area and like you knew where it was going to open up, and then when they just opened it up it was like everything looked nice again. It's just like how any game adds
So kind of like in Oblivion, where there was just nothing but there were words.
Empty space.
No, there were ruins all over the fucking map, and you'd find these ruins and be like, what the hell? And then when the housing DLCs came out, the buildings went there. And you're like, ah. That makes sense.
So like I really like it if they would add places in, because all that underwater bullshit is stupid.
I hate underwater. Although I did find and record the Lost Hatch and it plays Morse code if you stand on it.
Yeah, did
You
you
ever
figure out the
translate?
Morse code?
I never translated it, but I recorded it on my phone.
You should get on that.
Yeah, because
Well, how
to
do
my
you-
knowledge, I don't think anyone's recorded the Morse code that it plays. Because you normally don't hear stuff unless you're actually
Okay, can that still pick
No.
up all those cars driving by? Because that's kind of even bugged me.
No, I can't hear them now.
No, I
Okay.
can't hear it. But how do you feel? What do you think, Aaron, about the adding on maps?
I was totally for it. Like, the same thing you said, the fucking whole idea of that underwater thing was completely useless. It could have been all landmass, all extra landmass.
It really could. And you know what else bugs me? The streets are too big. Do you get that feeling that the streets are too big?
I like how wide they are because I don't have to worry about hitting other cars.
But
I
it's
don't
not
care if it's realistic.
I do. Grand Theft Auto 4, the streets were like realistically, skinny and tiny and shit like that. It was hard to get through traffic, and that made the game actually a little bit more challenging, a little more fun. Personally.
And I mean, even if the cars did handle a little bit differently, which some people will say, oh, it's like a freaking boot. I don't know. I liked it.
It was. They did drive like this, but I didn't care.
I felt like I had more control over the weight and like shifting.
Yeah, they definitely handled like boats in GTA 4, but I didn't care. It was cool. I still love that game anyway. We definitely play that one a lot more than we play GTA 5 so far.
Well, that's because everyone lost live and went away.
That's true.
GTA.
Heisting? Did you hear about Battlefield Hardline?
No, what's that?
I heard about it. I'm totally not interested. Although I've never loved Battlefield. So.
What's Battlefield Hardline?
Some people on NeoGAF managed to get a hold of some footage that was supposed to be a trailer that they were going to release on E3, and it's basically cops versus robbers, except in a Battlefield setting.
Is it made by EA?
Yeah.
So it's an actual Battlefield game.
Yeah, it's an actual new Battlefield game.
Really? It's going to be like an add-on to Battlefield 4?
No, the way that it's all being set out, the amount of game modes, the amount of new content that they're adding, it's totally going to be its own standalone.
God damn it! So you know what that tells me? It means fucking Battlefield is turning into Call of Duty. They're going to put a game out every year, just like Call of Duty.
Yeah. Oh, did you hear about that, Jake?
No.
And Sledgehammer had to come in and finish up one of the last Call of Duty games that was made. Now they're gonna have 3 companies making Call of Duty games, and they're gonna be switching off every 3 years. So there's Treyarch, there's Infinity Ward, and now there's Sledgehammer, because Sledgehammer's going into it.
Great, that's what we need. More Call of Duty.
What about Grand Theft Halo Theft Auto 5?
Gears of Halo Theft Auto 5.
Gears of Halo Theft Auto 5. That's what it was.
I'm so excited.
Gears of Halo Theft Auto 5. None in the eye with a number 2 pencil.
And then there was a new, the new Sims, and the way that they're changing up the house building, and the way you can lay out things.
I like how you built the houses in the Sims I torrented.
Yeah, Sims 3 was really good for that, because I did buy the Sims 3, like the original one when it first came out, and it was like a major step from the Sims 2.
Well, the whole idea behind them, like, with the changes that they're doing on the building system is just the fact that, like, you can more organically move rooms around and have more freedom of design as far as, like, room size and room shape.
So it's pretty much like an architecture game.
So Architecture Simulator 15?
Well, that's actually what The Sims was originally. I don't know if you know that, but it was like to simulate, simulate people living in the houses, see, like whatever. That's what The Sims started as.
I mean, I actually really like the game from an architectural standpoint. I have because there's that stupid humanoid AI mode where if you don't mess with your Sims, they will do their own thing. I let them do that, like, totally. I barely ever intervene with my Sims, and I just build shit.
That's basically, I used to use Sims just to build houses, honestly. I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes I'd play it, but a lot of times I just like building houses.
Oh, fuck. What should I name my dog? I have to say it out loud.
Are you gonna do that right now?
Well, I'm gonna mute my mic when I say it, but what should I name him?
What kind of dog is
It's
it?
a chocolate lab.
Name him, dirty fucker.
I don't think I can do that. I think I'm just gonna name him Harold.
Name him shithead.
Did he accept Harold? He heard you! Okay. So does that mean... what? Harold.
And,
Dom.
and then E3's coming up, so maybe the consoles will actually get more than the 11 games that they've had since they've come out.
I actually counted today because I was there. It's got almost 20 games. But
wow.
games...
Which system?
Xbone.
Really?
Yeah.
That's all it had?
Yeah, it had like
a lot more.
it had a little bit more than 20, but only about 5 of them are standalone games that aren't on the 360. So.
True. Yeah, we ran to 2 different freaking games. Do you want to tell them about our Collegeville experience with GameStop?
So Collegeville is the worst fucking place in the world, and I never want to go there again.
Okay.
It took us 20 minutes to get into the parking lot of the
You were doing
GameStop.
it wrong.
No, all their streets are really stupid.
Yeah, their streets are fucking terrible. If I never go back to Collegeville, except to go to Specs, it'll be too soon.
Every single road we had to go on to, or to get over to the GameStop, there's either a divider, like a median, there's a no turn to go that way that we had to, there's a no U-turn sign, there was a do not enter sign. Basically, what we had to do was we ended up having to go through 6, like, we went through, what, 4
parking lots to get to where we needed to go. And two of the 4 parking lots had signs that said, this is private property, no turnarounds.
Yeah, except they were being sold.
So we just said, fuck that. And we were lost, so we said, fuck that. Or, not lost.
We ended up driving all the way through a Ford dealership.
You guys must have been really fucking lost.
No, we weren't. The only time we got lost is I missed the turn and had to go turn around, which took 20 minutes to get to the first turnaround. And that's when I decided I'm going to do everything illegally.
Our GPS, for my phone, the GPS was saying that our destination was in the middle of the 4-way intersection.
That was pretty fun.
Wow.
But I understand now, because there was literally no legal way to get into the parking lot. Like, we had to drive behind the McDonald's and past the auto repair shop that was there. Then to get out, we had to make an illegal turn.
And it was, you used your phone GPS?
Yeah.
Well, we
When's
used
the
the phone
last time you updated it?
We used the phone GPS to find where it was. After we found where it was, getting to it was the problem.
That just sounds terrible.
It was. That's why I never want to go back to college.
And we only went there to get a $4 or $3 game.
Because they didn't have it at the first GameStop we went to.
Which isn't that bad, because I ended up getting 3 more games. Or I ended up getting another 2 games there, but that's the point.
I still need to maybe think about playing Perfect Dark.
This article was about the 8th generation console for the first Xbox console. See Xbox console. Zone redirects here. For the fantasy novel, see Zone of Contention.
What? What are you even talking about?
I looked up the Xbox One on Wikipedia, and then that's the thing on the top, and then there's like a book named Zone of Contention.
Why is Zone even there to be related to Xbox One?
Because I guess somehow people related the nickname with the Wikipedia article. So people just call it the Zone in some cases.
Oh. That's
But it matches up with the one book that has that same name of it. And the cover of it's really weird. There's people in a boat that has duck legs, and there's 2 people sitting in it, and then there's a lynx in front of it, and they're getting carried over a cliff, 2 harpies while they're sitting in this boat with duck legs.
Now you need to include that in the description so people can view it. Because I want to view it. Actually, Aaron, are you logged into
I'm
the
glad that
live
everything
stream?
I've mentioned or brought up, I've just been putting into a sticky note with a link.
Well, he's on XP. He doesn't have sticky notes. If he was on Vista, he'd have sticky notes.
You can open up Notepad.
I have notes, and I'm on a Mac. So
Yeah, I gotta when I update this thing. Ugh.
That's one thing I like on the sticky notes, because it reads them to you.
Here,
And I made it read
I'm
pi
gonna
to
take this link
10,000
and
numbers once.
the link dump that I'm making for the stuff that I've been bringing up.
Okay.
So don't worry about that one.
Do any of you have live stream accounts? Just actually wondering.
I think
Yeah,
I think I do.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Do any of you just not log into the chat ever, so we could
I don't
talk
think
to
so,
the
why?
no viewers that we have?
how do you even do that?
I was gonna say if there was a
There's a
Purpose
chat
to
on
me.
my page. Oh well, one thing I'd like to know. Oh, we have 2 viewers. Sweet.
I'm the second one.
Oh, we have 1 viewer.
I'm
Sweet.
gonna be- Hang on.
Actually, is one of you viewing?
Wait, hold on. We need to figure this out right now. How do I do the chat?
Over in the corner somewhere, there should be a little chat box.
Pop-up video or expand? That's it.
It's just over on the side.
Chat. There it is. How do I? Oh yeah.
I'm asking who our 1 viewer is because I'm gonna give him a call out.
Oh, I had to log into my account. It's my.
Yeah, that's why I asked if anyone had accounts.
Okay, see, I wasn't thinking of live stream. I was thinking of
Stranger
something else.
Jake, yeah, I could ban you right now.
Shut up.
Because I'm a moderator. How do I make people moderators? I'm just gonna make you guys moderators.
clicking on it or something?
I don't know. Ah, there we I could ban your IP too. Grant mod privileges.
Jeez. Eric.
I just think that's pretty funny that I can do that. Brand yourself, asshole. Wow, you're a prick.
Banned. I just say ban yourself, not brand yourself.
See, this is what Jake says. Who is it? Who the hell is Peach?
Oh, it's Peaches.
Oh, is she? She's not even.
P-E-C-H.
What's her name?
So,
Peach.
what's going on? Wait, Peach from our movie?
Yeah.
Oh.
Can somebody please send me that, please?
How do you
Like,
still
I
not
still
have a
have it.
link to that?
I don't. I want to watch it.
Aaron, can you put it up on YouTube?
I'm not putting that
Or-
on YouTube. No.
No, Aaron. Just make a Dropbox and just drop it in there and send the link.
Yeah, I'll send it to you through something else, but I'm not putting that on YouTube. That is not
Yeah,
going there.
make a Dropbox.
Okay,
Those are
okay,
really-
here's another alternative. Put it on TeacherTube, because that still exists. And no one uses TeacherTube.
For the few people that do, that or somebody who goes in there looking for videos for the lols.
Yeah, one of our fucking class video from enrichment is on TeacherTube. It's called Celsius 233.
Yeah, the frickin' thing you guys and Jeremy made.
Well, Jeremy wasn't technically part of our group, but yes.
Yeah.
He made some guest appearances and groaned in the background.
Yeah, he always would show me that. It's hilarious.
But I like the part where it let me sign up for a live stream with my Facebook, but I can't log in with my Facebook.
Oh, now we only have 1 viewer. You scared him away, Jake. Way to fucking go.
What? Hold on. I'm posting this on Twitter, our live stream. What should I hashtag it to get people to find it?
Quick open up Google and search the top hashtags on Twitter and hashtag it with all of those.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, that's actually good.
Wow.
Make sure Paula Dean's in there too. Oh, maybe we can get her to drop in as a voice.
Yeah, do at Paula Dean.
Send a message to Paula Dean. Ask if she wants to guest star on a. I guess we should probably write out questions we want to ask her first before we invite her on.
How much butter do you go through?
No, because I don't want her to get mad at us, so we need to be nice to Miss Paula Dean if she took the time out of
So
her
did you
probably
get-
busy life.
Did you get your job back?
Oh. Yeah, I don't know what really happened with that. Did she?
I
Uh-oh.
have no idea.
Here we go.
Apparently, the word hashtag trending and hashtag you are very everyday moments. Hashtag is one of them too. Trending.
Is this an everyday moment?
Yeah, yes, this is an everyday moment. Julian, let me put this on Twitter.
I mean-
We stream every day, right?
We could probably become
Hashtag
trending
this
if
is
you
an everyday moment.
keep trending it, or if you get it
Hashtag.
Hackular. If you get it Hackular, because I can talk
Make sure
today.
you use hashtag spam as a hashtag.
Hashtag don't follow this.
Yeah.
We don't have a Adroit Bombasticast Twitter, do we?
Shit, you didn't play the intro music, did you? No, I was actually gonna make one if you want me to.
I add the intro music in posthumously.
Oh, post. Okay.
Yes, after it's dead. Posthumously. I'm dumb.
I can't. It won't let me Twitter this anymore. Like it won't let me Twitter this for some reason. Fuck it. I'm just gonna post it in Twitter. Copy.
It won't let you tweet it with all of your false hashtags.
Yeah. Listen to our podcast.
It's because your hashtags freaking probably exceeded the character limit.
I think I spelled it right. Adroit Bombasticast. Hashtag trending. Or hashtag RT.
What's RT?
Retweet.
Oh.
Hashtag trend.
Okay, there we go. I should be in here now.
Hashtag Paula. Dean. Is it Deen or Dean? Dee. Shit, what is it?
I don't remember how to properly spell it. It's Deen.
Yes, it is. It's Paula. Dee.
Because I spelt it wrong that one time.
Yeah, shut up. That one time.
I misspelled Supreme the other day. That was pretty funny. It's Supreme, how I spelled it, which Dave mentioned to me because it's a rank in our clan on Warframe.
Aaron, what's going on, man? You're the only one that's not in the live stream chat. Like, what's going on? Loser.
I mean, Trevor's not, but Trevor's not even allowed to have a Facebook yet.
Wait, why?
His mom doesn't want him to have a Facebook, so he hasn't made one.
Nah, that's not the reason why anymore. I think he just doesn't want a Facebook at this point.
Well, I mean, there's no real reason to have a Facebook unless you want to share in link sharing.
I think people like what?
Apparently Adroit Bombasticast on Facebook.
Who liked it?
I don't know, it just says that underneath our chat thing on here. Across from share this channel, it says, 19 people like this, be the first of your friends.
What?
Yeah,
know.
what?
I have no idea.
First, how do 19 people like it if none of our friends like it?
No, I think that's bullshit. I think it's just like, No, I think they mean 19 people liked his channel, or liked things on his channel that we've posted before. So, we did, the podcast 4, and, 2 people liked it, so that equates to the 19 likes that are there. You know what I'm saying?
Probably.
Maybe.
Yeah.
What happens if I go to promote? Wow, we're just, not talking about anything. Oh, I can sign in with Twitter.
Oh, I can sign in with Twitter, too. And Facebook, man. This is sweet.
Oh my god.
Okay. So, we need to get on topic.
So how was everyone's week?
My
Pretty good.
week was delightful, actually.
I guess.
Really? You're doing what now? Going to school?
Yes, I am.
We haven't talked about this, so...
No, this actually probably would be a really good topic to talk about then. And you guys can fire off questions at me.
Because I'm gonna do that, but yeah.
Oh, did
Yes.
you get your fancy eyeglass holder?
Eyeglass holder? I don't get it.
The picture on Facebook, you were holding your glasses on because the picture was sideways.
Yes, that's right.
Are you considering getting a Google Glass, Jake?
No, people look like assholes who wear them.
You know...
Have you actually seen people wearing them out there?
I
saw somebody there at Banana Republic with it.
I saw 2 guys
Really?
wearing them so far, and they looked like douchebags.
You know, I would buy Google Glass, and I would use it for one thing. I would use it to have a heads-up display for GPS while I was driving, and that's probably the only time I'd use it. What about you? How would you use Google Glass if you got it?
As a place to set my shoes.
Now, let's be serious here.
Okay.
As a nice little survival gadget to refract the sun through.
Okay,
fire.
if I was actually being serious and I was being given a Google Glass, honestly, probably the way I would use it would be, I don't even know, probably just to record things on? Because can't you record things with them or no?
Google
Yeah,
Glass.
you can.
Record that.
That'd
Wait, I
probably
thought it
be the-
automatically recorded things.
No, it's not an actual spy box. The Russians didn't make it. It doesn't record everything.
Yeah, but the Russians still use fucking typewriters.
Well, that's so people don't steal their
Information.
information.
The Russians are crazy. Let's not even get on that.
They are. The Russians are kind of crazy.
Kind of. Really? That's what we're going with.
Considering the shit that's still going on in Ukraine, yeah.
Is that all still going on? Because I remember that was like a really big deal.
It's pretty much a civil war now.
Really? Really?
Casualties on both sides.
Wow.
I don't know if the Russians are going to be stupid enough to actually come in and begin fighting the actual Ukrainian army, because they pretty much have a pseudo force through the
Okay,
Donetsk
I'm
People's
not
Republic
Googling this
that's
for a
seceded.
link dump, so somebody else can get that.
But yeah, it's a civil war. And they just held elections for a new Ukrainian president as well to replace the people who were ousted. But it seems like Ukraine might be unified. It just depends on how the civil war goes.
Well, hopefully it all works out for the Ukrainian people because, yeah, Ukraine. Because, you know, if anything else happens, America's gonna be like, hey, stop that.
Well, the moment Russia steps in, yeah, we're gonna probably say something.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, radio silence.
What's going on in France right now?
I was gonna. Oh, I thought we were. Oh, we should. Let's go back to the "How was your week" topic again because we kind of didn't touch base on that.
I'm surprised. Every single podcast I ask how everyone's week was, and everyone just blows over it and doesn't fucking talk. So this is weird.
Well, then let's talk. I had a great.
Well,
week.
what the heck do we do that's interesting, even?
I had my finals and I passed them, man.
How the fuck do you have finals already? You've been out there for like a month.
Because each month is a term.
What the fuck?
Each month is a class, and I have like a shitload of class in 1 month. So I'm done like a lot sooner than a traditional college.
It's really cool.
It's very awesome.
I cannot
but I go
wait
to school all year long.
Yeah, that's also cool because I have nothing to do for summer until, the places I've applied call me back.
Hey, I'm actually think I'm having an earthquake right now.
I think I can hear it.
Is that what I just heard?
Yeah, I just had an earthquake. It's still going.
That's funny.
Wow, that was really big. I mean, it was probably in downtown LA, but I could feel that really. It's still going.
If we start
Hold
hearing
on,
stuff,
I need to
everybody
check.
be
I need to
worried.
check the internet really quick. Hold on.
So, Aaron, how about you?
What?
Earthquake survival.
How was your week?
cyclone.
You,
Fine, I guess.
you finished up your job, right?
Yeah.
And you're starting your new one on Wednesday?
Yep.
So why don't you explain to our one listener that isn't here right now what it is you do, or did, and what you'll be doing?
Oh, and then you can explain to them all the effects that I showed you have to look for.
Yeah, 'cause that's all interesting podcast stuff.
I don't know.
What the fuck?
What?
Okay, I'm sorry to like. I swear to God, I just felt an earthquake. Like I have no idea what that was, but the thing is not saying there was an earthquake just now, but that felt like an earthquake.
Sounded like an earthquake.
Like the website that I go on, a very very reliable website, is saying there wasn't an earthquake just now, but that. I feel like the ground is still moving too. Either I'm getting dizzy and I need to take a fucking thing for my head, but I swear to God that was an earthquake.
Well,
Anyway.
considering me and Mitchell both heard, like,
Yeah.
rumbling
Sounded
through your
almost
mic.
like thunder.
That was weird. Anyway, sorry, you guys continue. I'm gonna go ask somebody if they felt that or not.
Alrighty.
Yes, continue, sorry.
I don't know. Don't need to work on getting an apartment, that's about it.
You worked stock, right? You were a stock
Oh, yeah,
associate?
I also got you that job.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mitchell, when I'm
Your
done
job's
school, you're
still
getting
here.
me a job at the pie factory. You'll still have it in 2 years, right?
I was gonna say, Mitchell, how long are you planning on staying there?
I don't know. I don't.
I hope you stay forever, because I want a
Why?
job there. I hope you stay there for at least 2 years, because I want a job there.
It's not that bad. Like I could see me staying there. It's not that bad. It's easy work, which means it's easy money.
Yeah.
Exactly why I want to work there. I want you to stay for 2
Annual
years.
raises, decent pay.
Oh, that was what I was gonna ask you about. What the heck does the pay scale look like there? Like,
The
is there a
person that
cap
just-
out point?
Somebody that I don't think so. Somebody that just retired. They've said they've been working there for like 20 years or something. They just retired with making. I think they said it was anywhere from 20 to like 26 an hour.
Okay.
But they were also just doing what I'm doing right now. So I just got asked to do thermo, which is making plastic domes and lids for like the pie pans and everything.
Mhm.
And that, as soon as I get trained for it, I get an immediate extra $1 an hour. So I would be making more than that if I stayed for as long as she did.
Okay, can I update you guys really quick?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, there's a place right next to me. It's actually really, really close to me, the epicenter. It was a 3.8 on the Richter scale, and it was right in Westwood. And that's right down the road from me. Yeah, there was just a 3.8 earthquake just a minute ago. That's crazy. There's probably going to be an aftershock, too. Craziest feeling, man. That's so weird. We were just talking about that earlier, too. I mean, obviously we're going to talk about it, but that's kind of just crazy that I just had an earthquake.
I hope I don't get a really bad infection. I forgot to sterilize the end of my PICC line before I did my injections.
Oh, let's not talk about
Jeffrey,
that. That thing's
please
disgusting.
Yeah.
How is it disgusting? It's a fucking...
It is really gross.
No, it's
we were driving-
not! Do you know how many people have PICC
Driving down
lines?
the road, and he just all of a sudden flips out his phone and like, oh hey, look at this picture I sent to Jake of my PICC line. I was like, oh come on.
And you're probably like,
Well, that's because both of you guys are so
Okay,
disgusted.
It wasn't that disgusting.
I know.
It's just kind of squeamish.
It's okay. Like I can. Okay.
See-
It's not bad, but it's the fact that I know what it's doing and where it's going. It just gives me like the chills. You know what I
See,
mean?
I get squeamish about it because I don't like the idea of anything being under my skin, and the fact that it's going from his heart to his arm.
Well, right, it's a couple inches above my heart. It's not in my heart.
Same difference. Anyway.
It actually looks really bad at the injection site because I'm allergic to the adhesive on the sticker
Ugh.
holding it in place. You should see it. Oh, it's
That when you were
gross.
talking about dead skin earlier?
Yeah, I'm getting like a
Okay.
rash around it.
Oh
Really
god,
bad.
new topic. Segue.
Segue. I'll be right back. I gotta throw out these syringes.
I like how that's a thing that started when the second one was the French first.
Yes.
So-
Segue.
Yeah.
Let me tell you
Oh
about
god,
this
now we have to link dump that.
this apartment that we went to go look at. So we went to the first place, that was all fine, and we sat around on it was the 200 block Chestnut. So like a little bit down from where my old apartment was, right? You know where
Mhm.
the fire station is, Jake? That was across that
Yeah.
parking lot? Yeah. So down that road at like this intersection, it was 269 Chestnut. So that's what it was listed as. And I had called somebody. I had called this guy, Robert, and then I had called this chick, Donna. Donna sent out somebody who was under her, and Robert was coming himself to actually show me the place. So he shows up, and apparently the person only texts, because that was the way that she talked to me
Really?
about the whole thing, was
Only
only through
text.
text.
She
which
doesn't
seems
answer the phone, yeah.
to start with. So we went over to 267, the place next to it, to get a lockbox off the porch that had a key to the apartment that was supposedly in 269. So we actually go in there, we go up to the second floor, and there's 3 apartments there. We go into 2, and there's a couple that's like sitting on their couch, and the chick gets up and comes over, and we're talking to her like, so are there any apartments that are actually for rent on this, floor? And she said, no, everything else on this floor is taken. So we go over into 5, and it's like upstairs onto the 3rd floor, and there's like clothes on the stairs. So the guy Robert's like, okay, well, somebody's obviously in there. So we go to 3, and it's a complete mess in there.
Really?
And he's like, maybe they're getting evicted. So he starts walking me around in this person's house, showing us everything, and basically under the idea of, well, I guess they're gonna just take everything and throw it out, and then you'll move in. And then we leave, and we're waiting out front, and I'm like, so, are you sure this was the place? And he's like, I'm honestly not sure. From what I got texted, I don't know what's going on here. And then the chick that was actually underneath the person who knew more about the place shows up. And we ask her to show us where it actually is, and she's like, no, it's not in 269, it's in 267, the place you guys got the key from. So we go in there. The place is run down as we're going up the stairs already.
Oh, Jesus.
We get into the actual apartment. You know how, like, wood floors get real scuffed up and they get real grainy if you don't, have an actual coating on them and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how the floors were in the living room of that place. Kyle said that he wanted to use the bathroom, but it looked like he'd get Hep C if he even went near the toilet in the bathroom there. It smelled like the place had just been bug bombed 3 times over.
Oh my
god,
the paint
that's horrible. Was coming off the walls. We go up into the bedroom, which the only redeeming factor of it was the fact that it had a crawl space that you could store stuff in. That was it. But the place was an absolute goddamn mess. And the chick's going around talking about, yeah, they'll come in. They're going to come in this week and they're going to paint it up. And we're going to get it ready to, try and pass inspection. I'm like, yeah, good fucking luck in passing inspection with how this place looks. Good fucking Jesus. It was terrible.
I feel like you go to those places and, like, you just know. Like, before you even walk in, you're like, oh, God.
I already knew. Like, 269 was fine, but the place next door... And the shittiest part about it is the fact that they were posting up the actual good place that was filled with tenants as the place that was actually, trying to make it seem like it was the place that people would actually be going into when it's the place next door that's a pile of crap.
Yeah.
That had to be the shiestiest thing I've seen in this whole, like, landlord market, because that's what you expect. That's what you expect when you're looking at stuff. But I've always seen decent places. First time I've seen anything like that. And then the guy, Robert, he's like, I've never dealt with anything like this either, and I'm a realtor. I've been a realtor for years, and I've never seen anything like this.
Jesus. I mean, that would probably just, like, piss me off, honestly. Just to, like, it would be like a waste of my time.
I was honestly pissed off because I thought it was actually a decent place. The house, the place that was posted looked nice, and the apartments were actually nice. But of course,
lo and behold, it was realistically a shithole.
And then all of the good places that I've been looking at, or the ones that I actually wanted, all get bought up.
Yeah, that's probably, yeah, I can only imagine just that's probably, pretty terrible, like you're trying to find a place and all of a sudden, like, oh, somebody else snagged it out from underneath you.
Yeah. And the shittiest part is the fact that, like, I have the money to get into a place, but everybody wants to have this whole thing where they want you to fill out an application and they'll get back to you in 3 days, and then when they get back to you in 3 days, they took somebody else's application anyway. Nice. Thank you. My time wasn't wasted. It's not like I'm on a deadline or anything. I didn't expressly say that I was on a deadline or anything like that.
You should...
Yeah.
When we go tomorrow, you should say, I start my new job down at Schwanns on Wednesday, so I need to move in immediately.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm seriously going to tell them. I can give you the number to the place, and you can talk to the guy that did my interview and freaking accepted me and wanted me to come in here. Like, if you don't believe me,
is that
here's your evidence.
Is that like one of the big factors? They're like, you need a job to move in, basically? Is that what they're like?
That's basically what
saying?
they want. They want to do a credit report in most cases, and then they want to make sure that you're actually, like, employed. Which, I mean, I don't blame them for doing so,
Yeah,
because around here, I wouldn't be surprised how many people want to go around and try and get a place on Section 8.
Well, let's not even talk about that.
Yeah.
Didn't we have a whole discussion about that in one of the previous podcasts?
Yeah, last time. Well, no, we talked about welfare, but they don't. What do they call it? It's not Section 8. It's
Yeah, Section 8 housing.
No. They make it sound classier.
Assisted living.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I thought it was assistant housing. It is.
God, I'm
yeah.
getting a phone call.
Yeah, but people
I'll be
like us.
back in a minute.
Well, turn your fucking ringer off.
Jesus Christ! I put my phone on vibrate, Kyle. And
Yeah,
mine's an actual
seriously, be
ringtone.
professional.
Mine's an actual
Hello?
ringtone.
What?
Oh, God.
Yeah, I did them like a half hour ago.
Is he being serious?
Really? It's not muted? God damn it. It's a medical call. I'm sorry. I gotta go. My fucking doctor was calling me. Shut up. And the fucking mute thing on my mic doesn't work? Bullshit.
Wait, hang on. I need to test something. Let me know if mine works.
Oh my god. That was...
Well, you know what?
I shouldn't have found it that funny.
Well, you can shut up. When you have a call from your doctor and fucking don't mute your mic. Well,
Why is your doctor calling you at like 11?
Because my doctor works night shift.
Ah.
So, get like a replacement doctor to do it.
We had to drive 3 hours out of our way to get the one doctor that would actually prescribe me medicine.
What?
Are you like asking for medicine that they don't prescribe very often or something?
No, I'm getting treated for Lyme, and no doctors will treat Lyme. He's a specialist, and we had to fucking go tell him we knew someone that would assure that we had assure that we'd get in to see him, because they won't give you appointments for Lyme disease unless you know someone that will get you an appointment for Lyme disease. It's like the hardest fucking thing to get treated. I don't know
Dude,
why.
That's what really sucks. Kyle, Lyme disease, it normally attacks your joints and stuff, right?
It can also attack your brain. One of our friends,
You know what happened with my dad when he got it?
what?
It attacked the muscle above his heart.
Did he get it treated, or did he just get,
It's,
he got, like,
it's
dioxycyllin?
or whatever, I guess, at the moment. It's...
Okay, yeah, he's...
You know how it just kind
No,
of goes
it's
away?
not-
for, like,
it's,
it's just kind of hidden.
Dioxycycline.
whatever. Amoxicillin, dioxycycline. Yeah, you can get a
That's
temporary
what he has.
treatment, but to get it removed, you need to do this thing I'm doing, where you get the pick and are on hardcore antibiotics for a month. A month.
Yeah, and you can't
Yeah, you're
do
gonna need
anything,
to take
which my
like
dad wouldn't do.
probiotics like 3 months after that's out.
I've been
Like,
taking
from-
probiotics the
I
whole
know, but
time.
I'm saying like continuously even afterward.
Oh yeah, I'm also getting a cocktail of about 7 different drugs after I'm done with the whatever Rocephin that I'm on now. Got to make sure it pierces the blood-brain barrier and the some part of the joint to make sure all of the stuff is good.
Okay, so I know we made like a slight rule about asking this, but how long have we been talking for?
I have no idea.
Out of curiosity.
Hour 23. Oh, we normally wrap it up in 7 minutes. We can run a bit long. Who cares?
We do wrap it up in 7 minutes. I mean,
I
unless we
can't
have
believe
anything.
it's been that long.
Yeah,
People-
yeah.
People do that in podcasts, though. They'll check the time. Not
Yeah.
like a crazy.
I know, but
Just
I
do
feel like
time
it's.
checks.
I feel like it's good to like just kind of.
Like, usually when you feel in your head like it's been quite a bit of time, you're probably
Well, that's what
fine
I was
with
feeling
checking.
right now. I'm like, I mean, I'm enjoying our conversation, but I'm like, it's been a while. We've been talking for a good bit now, and Trevor still hasn't returned. What the hell happened to him, man?
Who knows? He's probably playing a video game and making weird
I'm
noises. Just muted
Well,
his
I'm
mic.
surprised he didn't want to be.
No,
on
he's
the podcast.
still open. Like,
Huh,
just there.
that's weird.
He probably went to go eat.
It doesn't take an hour and a half to eat.
I don't
Well, I know-
believe he does
I
just
think
up
his-
and
I
disappear
think
and
he
then
said-
not come back.
He did say he was like roasting marshmallows or something earlier. So
Why'd my channel group change?
But you guys are all guests in this channel for some reason. Probably because we didn't set it up.
Channel group changed.
Alright.
Oh, channel
Nice
group
one.
changed. Oh yeah. Alright, so, Mitchell, you didn't talk about your week yet.
I said mine was good. There's nothing really major that happened this week.
You work in a factory.
Well, no, duh. I work second shift all week in a factory. I don't get to do anything during the week, dude.
That does count.
What is classified as second shift? I'm actually
Well,
kind
at
of
my
unclear with
job, our second shift is like an hour or so off. So our second shift is 3 p.m. to 11 p.m.
that. Okay, so it's like mid after or afternoon to
Yeah.
night now. Okay.
Yeah, first
And then
shift
and then
is
third shift obviously
7
is...
to 3, second obviously 3 to 11, and then third shift is
Yeah, because
11
I
to
wasn't
7.
sure like what the times were, like when second shift like kind of started and like when first shift ended, kind of thing.
It's different every place you go.
Yeah.
Like there's probably a
predefined.
general consensus of rough
Yeah,
times, but lots of places I've seen have vastly different second, third shift times. For instance, third shift at the hospital is 7 to 7. 7p to 7a.
So what do you do after you get out at like 11?
I drive home, and I get stuck awake till 3 in the morning because I can't do anything. And I haven't been sleeping lately, as I've said.
He plays
So I
Warframe
just kind
with
of
me.
sit there awake. That's not true.
You're not. Why aren't you sleeping? Like, do you think it's
I
like
haven't been sleeping, and I haven't really been eating.
So
Huh.
why don't
Whoa.
they put people on like first shift?
The way our thing goes is it's by seniority.
Oh.
So they'll do training on first shift, and then as soon as you're done your training, they'll throw you over onto a different shift.
So don't you think you should like discuss that not eating and not sleeping thing? Because like
No, I'll
mean-
pass over like the last 8 times people have mentioned it to me.
Explain
Well,
why you're not eating though. I think it's pretty funny.
I don't think there's really a reason. I'm just
Well,
haven't
explain why
been-
there's not food in your house. How about that?
Well, let me explain to you real quick why I have thin walls.
So, fine, I'll explain, so they don't have to hear. Dakota went his... What is Shelly? She's not really step.
come
she's
closer
not
to your
married.
mic.
What?
Come closer to your mic.
My mic's attached to my face.
Your sounds so distant and like you keep breaking up.
Is
It
that
sounds
better?
okay to me. Yeah,
Maybe it's just your internet connection. Maybe you're getting those aftershocks like fucking with your internet. Anyway, Dakota, his kind of
Not
step
quite.
brother,
not
maybe.
quite, but yeah.
He went to the doctor, and the doctor decided he's obese, so insurance is going to pay for him to go to a gym. And so Shelly took...
Oh, you are breaking up now.
Oh. Shelly took all of their money, their food money, and bought special low-fat diet food for Dakota and said no one in the house is allowed to eat it but Dakota. And it was all of their food money. I think that's pretty
Wow.
funny. So,
And so I hadn't really eaten a legit meal for the past 2 weeks until yesterday, when I had half a London broil in about 2 minutes, and then proceeded to chow down for the rest of the night and was afraid my stomach was going to explode from not eating.
I haven't cooked in a while. Thinking about that.
Dude, I haven't made French toast in a while. Like, it honestly, the last time I made it, it's been lacking. Like, I don't
I
agree.
haven't baked. I haven't cooked. Actually, I lied. The most recent thing I cooked was the fettuccine alfredo. That came out really well.
I hate you.
Oh man. that
Can
one
you
came
just
out
box
good
them
this
up and
time.
ship it out here?
The first, yeah, I'll freeze dry it and fucking send it to you. Yeah, totally.
Don't freeze dry it. Just put it in like a cold box and mail it.
No, but the first time I made it with you guys, it came out way better than it did this time. But I would like to start getting back into cooking again, and you know.
Are there facilities for you to cook at your place?
Yeah.
Is it like a
Stove and
community
stuff.
kitchen, or is it just like in
No.
your apartment?
He's got an
In
apartment.
yeah, it's stove, oven, stuff like that.
Oh.
Nice sized.
I didn't know how it worked out there.
Yep.
I figured
That's
maybe
nice.
you were in like a New York apartment where you have, you know,
Fuck that. Yeah, well,
the
some
bathroom,
don't even
the toilet is the seat you can sit at while you're baking, and your bed.
No, actually, you know what? A lot of things out here are very nicely sized. Like, I was talking to people who go to my school who live here, and, like, everything out here is 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Everything. Like, you literally, it's. I feel like it's harder to find a place that isn't at least 2-bath.
That's really weird.
Yeah, but I mean, it's.
Although I guess with all the gay couples, you need 2 bathrooms.
And the prices out here apparently aren't too bad. Like, if you live with somebody, some of the people were telling me, so. Especially if you make a good living.
Well, that's not good. Or that's not bad. Yeah, it's not good.
I mean, it's a lot better than New York, thinking about it, because, you know, in New York, it's like a 70 square foot apartment, and, you know, you don't even have a
You can't
bedroom.
afford it.
Like, it's, yeah, it's, like, astronomically
Oh
expensive.
no. That was just Trevor's mic messing up.
Really?
It was picking up Bake for a second.
Was it really?
Yeah, I'm sitting there looking at it.
Oh, are
weird.
you actually watching the live stream?
No, I'm sitting in the TeamSpeak.
Oh, I was gonna say,
That wasn't the stream.
our voices are at the bottom.
Yeah, I saw
So-
that. I was watching it for a bit.
Yay.
Yeah, but you know, it's really great living out here. Honestly, I think it's a great city. Like, I mean, I love New York, I love Philadelphia, but Hollywood and LA, it's fantastic out here. Was that Trevor?
Yep. Sounds like he's putting his mic back on. Way to show up at the end.
Yeah, right. Show up at the end of the podcast.
No, I think we're
And
just
he's
echoing
making all
through.
this noise. No, he's moving it. He's talking. You can hear him.
I don't hear him.
He's probably talking to his brother.
He is. He's making all this goddamn noise.
Someone with Steam, yell at him through Steam.
I got Steam. Hang
Are you
on.
friends with him?
Or I mean, we
Yeah.
can just move him and tell him to join the
I
channel.
jumped
like
onto
we
your
got
friends list and just kinda...
Stole all my friends.
trolled all your friends.
Anyway,
You only had like 20 of them.
I feel like we're kind of like losing track here.
I mean, I could talk about my week, but it consists of sleeping and dosing myself with prescribed meds. And beating
Well,
Watch
if you
Dogs.
want, we can wrap it up, and next week we can do another podcast. I think maybe we should do this like every other Sunday thing, if we can do it.
I think we should just do it every week.
I think I don't think we should every week.
Well,
I
we
think
can't
should do it,
all
like,
get together every week.
That's well,
Because we are
Sundays.
totally
Usually people
together
aren't-
right now.
Usually people aren't doing things on Sunday afternoon. So I'm thinking, like, you know, every other Sunday, it's good to get along and do this.
I think this is, let's see, this is podcast 8. I'm pretty sure 5 out of the 8 podcasts we've talked about implementing a normal schedule.
Yes. But no, and I think we should really start doing this throughout your week. If you think of something, write it down in a notepad, you know, write it down. So like we have something to talk about so we don't have any like blank spots. Like I did that with the Kickstarter thing. And that conversation went on for like 20 minutes.
I think we should all start playing D&D together so we can have a
Yeah, come on, let's
gaming
play
talk.
some Neverwinter, dude. D&D Neverwinter? I've been getting into that.
No, but we can talk about doing the podcast more often too when we're not on the podcast. So
I like talking about random shit that we shouldn't talk about on the podcast. That's why I always started like 10 minutes early before I tell you I've actually started it.
well, okay,
I
that
realized
you
that
totally
watching
shouldn't
them.
do because that it should be intro music and then welcome to Adroit Bombasticast.
Well, I normally cut the first part, but I just like, because it's funny, because you guys, when you don't know you're being recorded, you talk a lot more freely about stuff. You guys all have audience
because
syndrome.
we all censor ourselves. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who said a curse word this time.
Ditch. And right there's where I should cut it and end it.
I was gonna say,
You've all been very. Did you?
yeah, I have
don't
a
know,
pretty loose tongue when it comes to cuss words when I'm talking.
I'm laying in bed because
Yeah, so am I, because that's how my computer's set up. So Kyle, you know what we didn't do? Print out a case cover for me for
God damn it, you're
M2.
right. I'll do it. Okay, so I guess everyone's gonna be boring and end it here, so,
I mean, we might as well. I feel like we've touched some good topics and we've gotten somewhere, and I think it's a good time. We should probably think about ending it.
Alright, well, this has been Kyle.
This has been Jake.
This has been Tyler. Or Mitchell.
It's been Aaron.
Thanks for joining us
Trevor's
on,
off doing Trevor things.
Yeah, Trevor's always doing Trevor things. Thank
No,
you for...
he's coming back right now. Trevor.
What?
Say goodbye.
We are signing off of the podcast right now.
That's cool, because I was asleep the whole time.
Well, say goodbye.
Well, considering he was up with me until 5 in the morning playing the new mod for Homeworld 2, I'm not surprised you slept.
Yeah, considering I also had to be at work at 8.
Yeah.
Okay, well anyway, thank you for joining us on Adroit Bombasticast.
Episode 8. Goodbye, bitch.
Bitch.
Fuck you.
Okay.